Morning, everybody. Pace setter and I are a couple of miles into our hike today. We had a nice time at Hostel 19E, just over the Tennessee line from Elk Garden, North Carolina. The Reuben sandwich at the bar is everything it was cracked up to be.
Oh, yeah.
It was amazing. Burning Man, who's thru-hiked 2 times and done almost the whole trail again more recently, is the chef, and hats off to him. Hats off to everybody there. It was pretty cool.
Breakfast for us this morning too.
Yeah, Burning Man made sausage biscuits and gravy and
eggs.
scrambled eggs, and there were scones and muffins, coffee. It was great. So they took us over to the trail about, I guess, 9:30.
Yep.
And it's probably in the high 40 degrees today. We're going through some blowdowns. These look fresh again. Some of the, you can tell the hurricane damaged ones, but there's a lot of fresh Pinus strobus eastern white pine down. So that's brand new. You can smell them too. It smells like walking to a Christmas tree farm. And Pace setter and I are going to try to do about 13 miles today. I think we're on mile 4 at the moment. It's around 11 o'clock, I would guess. And we have a reasonable downhill and then like a 10-mile uphill that's kind of gradual. So hopefully we make some good miles once we get out of this mud going downhill and quit having to climb over all these trees. Let me turn the camera around here and see if Pace setter has anything she wants to say.
Station 19E is also known as Laurel Mountain, Tennessee. That was what was on the menu. So just want to be sure you can find them because that was an amazing restaurant. On Sundays from 3 to 5, they have a little group sing. Sounded fun. And they've got music live in the evenings. Or was that Saturday?
That was Saturday.
Saturday night. Sorry about that. So for all you music lovers, definitely super fun there. And nice hostel. The hike today could not be more beautiful. And I want to do as many miles as possible on this gorgeous day instead of slugging through the rain. I'm trying to do 16.
Yeah. So,
have a nice day.
The trail comes out about probably a quarter of a mile from the hostel. You have to walk up the hill, but we got a ride from a guy named Lost and Found, who was a thru-hiker, and he just was there to pick up some people who were bailing on the trail because of bad weather. And we understand that. We're keeping on though, and he had a little bit of time, so he ran us up the hill. And the hostel's in Tennessee, and then if you walk maybe 0.2 of a mile up the hill, you're in North Carolina, and then Elk Garden is there. And what was that called? The Fancy Squirrel, or
I don't remember. Shaky Squirrel.
the Shaky Squirrel, or
You can't miss it. There's not a lot of restaurants.
there's one restaurant there. It was amazing too. I had an omelet that was great, and biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy I've ever had in my life.
And Pace setter had the best biscuits and gravy she's ever had in her life. So really, folks, I think you're getting the idea. We're just hiking to eat. And this was a 5-star success.
Oh, and next door to the squirrel restaurant is a little bakery called the Liar's Table, and they sell fruit and vegetables and all kinds of other good things. So that's another great place to visit, and their coffee was out of this world.
The Liar's Table is next door to the
The
Dancing Squirrel, or whatever the restaurant there is called.
squirrel.
So, hey, there's Jesus.
And it's Palm Sunday. How appropriate.
It's Jesus on Palm Sunday.
Rest in peace, all you beautiful people.
They got a fence up. You know why?
Look like they're still in here.
People are dying to get in there.
Word. Wrong.
So we had some dogs following us a little while ago. They seem to have not wanted to go through the blowdowns. You can see them up there in front of us. I'm gonna stop talking here in a second. And so we're in Tennessee for the rest of the hike up to Virginia, no more North Carolina.
Bye, North Carolina.
And we're gonna do 74 miles through to Damascus, where we're gonna meet up with friends from Fredericksburg
Woohoo!
who are doing the Creeper Trail and letting us share Airbnb with them. They're actually being trail angels and time their trip so we could have showers and laundry and
Yeah.
a resupply
They're
with,
gonna feed us.
and they're making dinners. So that ought to be awesome. And we'll ride down into Taylor's Valley, see all my relatives,
Can't wait.
that should be that. So,
It's been a beautiful day so far, and
any final words?
have a nice day.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. Well, have a nice day. Any final thoughts?
Yes, the world is beautiful, just like Bill Blevins.
That's a great one.
Thank you. I know. Someone else used this stick. This is not just for me. This is provided by the Lord of Mother Nature around the park where I started falling down the wall.
You have to leave it for him.
I intend to. What possessed me to try to do this without trekking poles? I will never be able to guess.
Mountain women use sticks. That is beautiful.
Wow. Absolutely divine. All right, there you go. I'm going to throw it right after I found it. 3, 2, 1. Now, do not shoot like I did a minute ago. Yay! Yay, didn't shoot.
Good morning, everybody. It's Monday, the day after Palm Sunday, and Pacesetter and I are hiking through the Rhone highlands. It's getting warm, probably up to 60 degrees at this point. We're probably gonna have to take off a layer. We both have on shorts under our hiking pants, so as it warms up, we're gonna start peeling layers off. We had a 13.5 mile hike yesterday. It was really nice, and we're hiking probably 13 to 15 miles today to stop somewhere right before Boots Off Hostel on our way to Damascus. Packs feel good. We had a great campsite that we've just made up on a hill above the trail last night. It was beautiful.
That might have been our best campsite this year.
Pace setter just said that might have been the best campsite we've had so far. The moon was out during the night, so it was bright. It was really nice. We're going to kind of pick a campsite right before Boots Off and then get lunch there tomorrow, or late breakfast. And I think Pace Setter needs something at the outfitter if they have one. And then we're heading on north towards Damascus. So it's been a great hike since we left E19, and the weather's gorgeous. It'll be nice to hike in shorts and short sleeves today.
Oh, yes.
So,
Supposed to go back to cold tomorrow, though. Cold and rain. Anyway,
do you want to say anything?
have a nice day.
That's it?
That's it.
All right, everybody, you heard it. Have a nice day.
So, I was having some time to think today because there's a lot of hiking. And I was remembering back to my first foothills trail and then my second foothills trail. And boy, on the climbs, I just could not get to the top without 2 or 3 breaks. And at the end, I'd have to sit for a few minutes. And I just climb up the mountains now like a professional climber. And I'm really grateful for that. So if you're struggling, ooh, I'm getting the tears, and you think you can't do it, just keep doing it, because eventually you'll become proficient and you'll get to the top of the 6th climb for the day and say, no, I don't really need a break, but sure, I'll take one. So yeah, that's that.
And get a cork ball.
Yes, you have to love pain and keep doing the thing that's hard to get better at it. My friend Privy told me that my muscles were too tight and I had to start taking a cork ball and pounding on them and then rolling them and do it every day without fail, and I would get better. And it hurt like the devil's business the first 3 days. And sometimes, even now, there are spots that I strained or I stretched, and it'll hurt like the devil's business. Last night, right there, I have no idea, but right there, the whole time, no matter what I did, it was just hurting. So yeah, sometimes you gotta have a little pain. Pain's not bad. You just grow.
What?
They're covered with potato chips.
The potato chips are on the rock. And a tree fell over right in front of it. Pretty cool. It looks like somebody painted it. Big tree fell over right there. Right in front of the pretty rocks. That was cool.
was a hard climb, but it's very worth it.
Huh?
That was a hard climb, but it was completely worth it.
Nobody's here. You can take the clothes off and go jump in over there.
Turn the camera off. I am gonna go down there. Hey everybody, this is the prettiest waterfall I have ever seen. It's Laurel Fork Waterfall, and it's the end of the day and I'm tired and it was really hard, but I made it, and boy, the reward. Right now the water is blowing on me. I was sweaty and hot. Look at this crazy hair. And I'm so grateful. Woo! We made it.
How was that?
Amazing. Another 13-mile day in the books. And a gorgeous waterfall.
You want me to carry the poles? One of them? You can go down. You can go down and up those stairs. Nice job.
We're not done.
Now you just gotta climb up.
Yeah.
You want your sticks back?
Yeah, now I'll take them. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that was crazy.